Okay, you're welcome. In this video, I'm going to try to make orthographic projections of the object of the block we can see in the top left corner of my screen. Okay, um, before you can follow me, you should have watched my lecture 7 on orthographic projections. So we are going to do this drawing. We are going to do this whole drawing in the first angle projection. First angle projection, where we have the top view above the front view, and then the left end view at the right hand side of the object. Okay, so let's go. I'm choosing any reasonable place there on my orthographic sheet, and I'm going to take the the size of every square to be 10 millimeters by 10 millimeters. Okay, you're already familiar with the block shown in this drawing. That is what you drew this in isometric on an isometric grid. What we are doing now is to draw the orthographic projections on an orthographic grid. Okay, so let's start with the front elevation. Okay, now X is the direction in which we are looking at the front elevation. So I'm going to try to draw the front elevation. First of all, let me make a shade of what the front elevation. Though I'm making a shade of the part of the block that will be captured or that will be shown in the front elevation. So you are going to have this side, okay, and then also this side, okay, and then we're also going to see this slanting side, but it's going to be foreshortened in the front view. Okay, so let's make that drawing. It is going to be a rectangle of 35 by 70. Okay, so the height of the rectangle is 35. This is 30. Then 35 is going to be half of this. Okay, and it's going to be the length is going to be by 70. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What I am doing is a sketch using freehand. Okay, you may be required to produce this using instruments. As such, you are going to draw your vertical lines using T-square, set-square, and then also your horizontal lines using your T-square. Okay, so there's my triangle. Let me make my divisions. Now there is 15 into the triangle from my left, from over here. Okay, so I'm going to draw. And then I'm just drawing the size I can see in the, I'm just drawing the shaded sides. Okay. Then it is very important to have an axis. Very important to have an axis. So I'm going to draw my axis line here. Okay. Remember, it's a sketch. So I've got my axis line. Okay. I'm making sure that the object, the front view from the axis line, it's 15. Okay. And then again, the front view from the other axis line is also 15 mm. Okay, so there's my front view. This is my front view. Okay, I'm going to make the drawing of my top view. Okay, now the top view, let me first color objects that will show in the top view. So I'm showing parts of the object that will show in the top view. Here we are going to have, I'm coloring that, I'm shading that part as yellow. Okay. Okay, so you are going to have that in the top view. And then also we are still going to have part of the slant edge. Okay, so let's quickly draw our top view. Okay, so it is also going to be 70 in length, then 15 down. Okay, you're going to have that. Okay, now we are also going to cater for this 7 mm that we see here. So that's going to be that way, 7 mm. Okay, now I'm going to draw the slant side. I'm going to draw the slant side, okay, which is going to be this way. How long is the slant side? The slant side is 30. It's 30. Okay. Okay. All right. So there we go. I want to change the coloring of my top view so that it shows better. Okay, so I'm going to start my drawing 15 away from my axis line. So I'm going to use the dimensions of the parts of the block which is shaded in orange. Okay, so I'm drawing my 70 line. Okay. Fifteen. Then it comes out 7. And then again my 30. I'm going to measure 30 from here. It's 1, 10, 20, 30. Oops, that's wrong. Okay, so that's my front view. Now what we are going to do is to draw projection lines. That's my top view or plan. And this is my front view, or what we also call elevation. What is left is to draw what you call the left end elevation. And in drawing the left end elevation, we'll have to view from this side. You are viewing from this side, or I would say my observer okay, the viewer, X is the direction of the observer. So if this is his front view, his left view is going to be here. Find my spotlight. So this left view is going to be in this direction, or better still, let me draw. So his end view is going to be in that direction. Okay, so let's portray the end view on the 3D object. In doing that, I'm coloring it blue in blue. In doing that, we are going to have this for our end view. We're going to have this side as in the end view. Okay, okay, so that's what we're going to see in our end view. In order to obtain the end view, we'll have to draw projection lines from both the front view. We'll draw projection lines from both the front view and the top view. Okay, so let's quickly do that. Projection lines. So as you can see, I have only two projection lines from the top view, horizontal projection lines from the top view. Okay, now we are going to draw projection lines from the plan or the top view. So my first projection lines for the front view. We are going to draw a second group of projection lines from the top view or the plan. Okay, but before we do that, the projection lines are essentially going to the right-hand side of the front view. My front view is here. Every projection line will be used at the right-hand side of the front view. Remember, in first angle projection, we are drawing the left end view, but it's going to be positioned at the right-hand side of the elevation or the front view. So whatever projection lines we draw from the top view are supposed to be taken up to where the end elevation, the left end elevation, will be located. In order to do that effectively, we are going to have to redirect our projection lines from the top view. How do we do that redirection? We do that redirection by drawing a line that is 45 degrees to other side. Let me correct my line. Oops. So that is our 45 degrees line. That's a 45 degrees line out of the origin. Okay, again, like I'm using freehand to do all my drawings on the grid. But if you're drawing on a sheet, you'd have to use the help of a set square, the 90-degree edge, with a T-square. So you place a set square on the T-square such that the 45 degrees edge coincides. It goes through this center. Then you draw this line. So let's project our front, the top view lines. Okay, let's project our top view lines. We are going to have projection lines as this. So from the top view, projection lines will come, touch this one, and then I take it up. It touches it, and then I draw it upwards. Okay, going to do the same thing for all the sides. So all the projection lines I've drawn, okay, have been sent to the top. Okay, we have these ones coming from the down, intersecting with the projection lines from the front view or the elevation. Okay, now their points of intersection are going to serve as, it's going to serve as a guide. Points of intersection will serve, it's going to serve as a guide to draw the end elevation. Okay, so then I'm going to have end elevation supposed to be in blue. So the point of intersection of the projection lines will help me draw my end elevation. So I'm going to have this. Okay, then this one goes all the way to the end. Okay, and I have this. Now this first rectangle, is the face over here. Is the face over here. Okay, and then the triangular side here, it's the triangular side we are seeing here. It's actually, part of it is a triangle. Then there is another part. Oops, there's a mistake. There's not supposed to be this line. This line is not supposed to be there. So I'm going to have to remove it. Okay, so I'm removing the line. Okay, all right. Okay, so that is correct. We have our, this now is our, this over here now is our end elevation. Is actually the left end elevation. So it's the left, I should write in this in green. So it's actually the left end view. Okay, this is the left end view. Okay, so we can also draw, make a drawing of the right end view, but then it to be located here. Make a drawing of the right end view, but it will be located here. Okay, now the idea of these projection lines, okay, is to help you to get the end view quickly. Okay, you can also decide not to use that, but just transfer measurements from here to draw this. This whole drawing, it's actually supposed to be a sketch that will make whoever is producing these orthographic projections, make the person sure that you are getting what you want. Okay, so that if there's a mistake, you can quickly correct on this before you move to your drawing sheets to make your drawing. Okay. Now, if we had done this using instrument, our lines will be more accurate. Then this first projection line from the top view coming from here, okay, would have touched the diagonal line somewhere here and would have come here, would have coincided with this place. Okay, so pardon me, we do not have it happening like that because we did not use instruments. Okay, so you should go ahead, try that, draw it on them. You can draw it on any plain paper as a sketch using freehand or another orthographic grid sheet. Okay,